7-foot freshman, Zagreb, Croatia. 9 points, 4 rebounds per game. So it's Juric, Rice, Reed, Mingo, Tunka, the 5-4 Penn State. Friars starting 5 under head coach Kim English in his third year at PC. Jason Edwards averaging better than 20 points per game. Leading the team, he'll be starting with Jalen Sellers, who's at 16.6 per game. Graduate student out of Columbus, Georgia. Oswin Arunse in the middle, 6'10 sophomore out of Nigeria. 4 blocks per game defensively. Ryan Mila, the 6'7 sophomore from Natick, Mass, will get the start again. 11 points, nearly 7 rebounds per game. And Stefan Vox, 6'7 freshman out of Estonia. 14.8 points, 42% shooter from 3.
Well, I'd like to see the Friars on this road here, on this road game here, neutral court, get off to a good start. You know, it seems like, you know, both road games they've had against Virginia Tech and Colorado, they fell behind early in the ball game, and then it puts more pressure on the offense and the defense to get stops. You want to come out here and see if you get a good start in the ball game. I mean, they played here once before, so they're familiar with the building, and I'd like to see them come out here and get after it on the defensive end, obviously, but keep the pressure on Penn State to run. You want those big guys running, and make sure you stay in front of Mingo. He's the key guy. If you can take him off his rhythm, he won't be able to find his teammates as well.
Well, we should mention that when the Friars were here 2 weeks ago to the day playing Virginia Tech, Penn State was in the building because they stayed here in Mohegan Sun. They had a road game at the University of New Haven.
Yeah, they played New Haven. They get credit with a road game. New Haven's been a Division II team in their whole history, and they're converting now to Division I. So that's a road game that they didn't feel like they were going to be much of a problem. And yeah, they saw them in there. I was wondering what they were doing here, and I said, "When's your game?" They said 1 o'clock. And I said, "I didn't think they were supposed to be playing here."
Right. Friars are going to wear the road blacks today. White lettering, white numerals, white trim. Penn State with the home whites today. Dark blue numerals, dark blue lettering, and a solid dark blue trim down the sides of the predominantly white uniforms for Penn State. Officiating crew features Kelly Pfeiffer, Nathan Hall, and Adam Flory.
Well, something that I always worry about with this Friar team when Oswin's out there, you don't want him to pick up those silly fouls early. This Friar team, they lack a lot of size. You know, they have great speed and quickness in shooting the ball, but they don't have a lot of girth out there. And Oswin's 7 feet, but after him, it falls off to 6'8". Without Powell playing now, you're light underneath the basket there, so Oswin has to stay out of foul trouble.
The opening tap controlled by the Friars. They will go basket to our right on the radio here in half number 1. We're underway at Mohegan Sun Arena. With it is Stefan Vox up high to Arunse. Man-to-man for Penn State to open up. Between the circles, Mila bounce pass left for right side for Edwards. Missed the jumper short, and Penn State with the rebound. Nittany Lions bring it basket to our left, and there's a steal by Vox. Took it from the foul line. A 2-on-1 down the floor for Mila with a reverse layup and a score.
Turn the defense into offense. Good play there by Vox, and Mila fills the lane, gives him a nice pass.
Friars score first. Penn State with the basketball. Handling it is Tatum Mingo, and he's going to work against Edwards to the right side. Gets to the right elbow. Up top again for Reed. Reed now hands off to Rice, who gets off a 3, and he hits.
You know, if you're going to switch that, switch it. You know, the guys looked like they weren't talking to each other, and Mila ended up behind the screen, and Rice knocks down a wide open look.
And Rice hits 42% from 3 as the ball gets knocked out of bounds here on the near side by Tuncha. And the Friars will keep it with 19:04 to go, so a quick 3-2 Penn State lead here. Not quite a minute deep into the ballgame. Sellers will inbound. Again, Friars going basket to our right on the radio here in half 1. Bounce pass goes to Arunse around the horn left side for Mila. Now Mila, 1-2 dribbles, out for Edwards. Edwards is going to pass it back over to Mila. Mila out on the perimeter, looks for penetration, brings the ball back outside, and driving his Vox goes right down the right side and gets a basket to go in. They're going to rub out the basket, though. The foul on the floor beforehand. Isn't that a continuation?
Yeah, they're trying to put that in college basketball. I don't think the referees, though, are used to it. They don't know what the kind of continuation and when it starts and when it ends. That looked pretty good by Vox there.
Sure did. Foul is called on Tunca, Meli Tunca, the 6'5 freshman out of Turkey. So the Friars instead will have to inbound it with a foul called on the floor. They'll inbound it from the baseline, right of the basket, and Mila flips it out on the right side for Arunse. Oswald, 1 dribble against Juric, hands back off now for Mila. Uses a high screen, comes back left for Vox. Vox feeds Arunse for the jam.
Vox is so good. I mean, he just sees the court so well. He waited for Arunse to get open there, and throws a bullet pass in there for the dunk.
Friars with a 4-3 lead. Penn State with the ball. Bringing it left is Mingo. Mingo gets cut off. Top of the key for Rice. Rice around the arc to the right side. Right elbow. Lobs it back outside for Tunja. He's got Sellers guarding him. He'll drive by Sellers. Kick the ball back outside. Top of the key for 3 is no good. Rebound taken by Sellers. Sellers and the Friars. Wide open. Vox left side. In and out. It will rattle almost like it did 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that was a good look there.
Halfway
nice pass
down.
there by Sellers.
And back again comes Mingo. Mingo gets dribble penetration inside the foul line, and then gets a bump just as he stepped inside the free throw line and is called on Jason Edwards.
See, Edwards has to pick him up sooner. You know, he's always backing up into the 3-second area, and it gives too much space to the offensive player. With Edwards' speed, you know, he's lacks size, so use your speed and get into the grill of the offensive player where he has to turn him the opposite way, and he's not doing that, and he gets beat that way. That's how he picks up the foul.
Tunja comes out of the game, and it's Freddie DeLeon, who's the only returning starter this year back for the Penn State team. On the right side with it is Mingo. Back now for DeLeon to the top of the key. He steps back, he fires a 3, and he hits.
All right, he just came in off the bench, step back 3, knocks it down.
That's 2 made threes now by Penn State on offense. They grab a 6-4 lead. Right side for Sellers. Now Sellers drives to the right in front of the Penn State bench, posts up down low, leans inside with the left hand, throws up the runner, it's in and out. Oswin, offensive putback, puts it down, and he gets fouled. Foul called on Urich inside.
Good play by Oswin. Urich went over to help out on Sellers, missed the shot, but Runze stayed on the offensive glass, gets it, scores it, picks up the foul.
So Oswin gets his second basket. Ivan Urich picks up his first. That's the second on the team. And Sasha Chani, the transfer from Illinois Chicago, but before that, 2 years ago, played at Xavier. Comes into the game, 6'10 junior out of Slovenia. So Oswin goes to the foul line here. He is he's actually 5 for 7. And he makes it 6 for 8 on the season from the foul line.
Good offensive rebound there. You can see that from Oswin staying on the glass.
And the Friars take the lead at 7-6. Quick pass, forecourt left. Rice gets off the catch and shoot 3. Short, rebound comes down to Mila. Friars trying to break it left to right into the forecourt. Far side, up the left sideline is Edwards. Mila, backdoor. Arunse comes down, goes up, scores again.
Good pass there by Mila. The screen there by Oswin, then he released to the basket. Had his man beat. Mila sees it, throws it right where he had to.
Oswin's got 7 of the 9 on the board. Off a screen, Reed left at the top of the key. Picked up by Mila in front of the Providence bench. Now he finds Mingo. Mingo gets cut off by Edwards. Back up top again for DeLeon. DeLeon arcs to the right, cuts back to the left, gets dribble penetration. Foul line, leans in, right-handed shot around the rim, no. Rebound tip, no. Third time is good by Reed.
They're playing volleyball up there that time. When we got back there, Oswin is looking for the rebound. Guys got to get on the glass.
First basket for Josh Reed. Right side pass, Edwards open right corner, no. Off the back iron, no good. Sellers crashes the boards. He and DeLeon get tied up on the offensive glass on the left side, and the possession arrow belongs to Penn State.
Well, good look there by Edwards in the corner. Friars moving the ball nicely, getting the open man. Good looks.
They've got Oswin coming out of the game, and Cole Hargrove will check in for the first time. And Tibor Mrtic will jump in for the first time, a 6'9" freshman out of Slovenia, and Dominic Stewart, a 6'5" sophomore out of Silver Spring, Maryland for Penn State. So into the forecourt with it, right side, DeLeon. Up high, they'll find Mrtic. Mrtic bobbles the ball on the left wing to Stewart. Stewart tries to get around Mila. Up high for Ciani. Ciani, one dribble, right side. Coming off the screen is DeLeon. Drives the lane, bounce pass to Ciani, and he stepped out of bounds with it.
Good idea by Ciani getting that ball. He almost had a layup on that one, but big feet there. Hits the side, hits the end line, picks up the travel.
2 turnovers here for Penn State in the opening 4 minutes of the game. Friars get the ball with a 1-point lead. Coming up on 16 minutes to go. Vox with the ball in the forecourt. He's guarded by Dominic Stewart. Has a left-handed dribble just across the mid-floor line. High screen set by Hargrove. No pick and roll. Kicks it over to Edwards, right at the top of the key. Now Edwards out on the perimeter, turns, looks back out front for Hargrove. Hargrove with 9 to shoot. One dribble, hands back off to Edwards, gets knocked to the floor, and a foul is called on Caden Mingo.
Mingo that time tried to jump the screen right there and pushed Edwards to the floor, picks up the foul.
First on Mingo, third on Penn State. We have our first timeout, 15:44 to go in the opening half. Friars with an early 9-8 lead over the Nittany Lions. From Learfield, this is Providence Friar basketball.
This match is in picking up the open man. Had a couple of good looks from the outside, just didn't make them, but they got to take away that three-point shot from Penn State. They've got 2 of them so far in the game.
You know, we mentioned in the pregame, this is just the 4th meeting all time between Providence and Penn State. The Nittany Lions have won 2. The Friars won back in 1971. These two teams haven't played since 2012 in Puerto Rico, which was a Penn State win in a tournament there. And, of course, they played in the NCAA tournament back in 2001 at the Superdome in New Orleans. And Penn State got a win that day as well. But believe it or not, all time against the current 18-team Big Ten Conference, Friars have a winning record, 39-37.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the Big Ten, they play more of a half-court, slow-it-down type game. And the Big East is more of a team. The way the Big East teams play, they like to speed it up and get good looks from the outside from 3.
Meli Tuncha has checked back into the game for Penn State, driving left with his Sellers, goes right down to the rim, banks it up off the glass and goes in. First basket for Jalen.
Good, strong move by Sellers. Boy, I tell you what, when he goes with that left hand strong, he's tough to guard.
He is tough to beat on that left side. You are correct. Right side as the Friars take a 3-point lead. Between the circles for Stewart. Basket to our left here on the radio in the first half. Ciani hands back off to Tuncha, double teamed. Throws across court for Stewart. Stewart out between the circles again. High post Ciani. Hands off to Stewart. Drives down into the post right. The ball gets tipped away, but taken back by Ciani. Tries to scoop it up in the hoop. It comes in and out. Ball gets tipped out of bounds, and it's Providence ball.
Good activity by Hargrove on that one, John. He was guarding the screener. Every time they used the screen 3 times, he jumped out twice and had his hands in the passing lane. Good dodge. Good job.
Friars will bring in Jameer Jones for the first time and also bring in Corey Floyd for the first time. And it will be Jameer to inbounds to Jason Edwards in the backcourt. We're about 5 minutes deep into the ball game here at Mohegan Sun. Friars with an 11-8 lead over Penn State. Edwards on the left sideline, hands off to Jones. Between the circles now for Floyd. Hargrove sets the screen. He curls to the left, rolls down the lane, goes up underneath the Hargrove, and he missed the ball that goes out of bounds.
Well, that was a good setup. Hargrove just mistimed it. All he had to do was catch it. He had a layup right there. Good job by Floyd, but Hargrove's got to finish that off.
Yeah, he's got to know that pass is coming. Tuncha will bring it into the forecourt for Penn State. High post for Ciani. Ciani turns, right elbow, hands back off for Tuncha, fights through the screen, crosses over, runner is up, runner is in.
Again, coming off those screens, nobody in the middle there to take him. You got to jump out on him.
First basket for Tuncha makes it 11-10. Friars lead cut to 1. Sellers has it on the left wing. And Penn State really extending that man out now. There's got to be some opening somewhere in the middle. Hargrove comes out to set the screen. Edwards penetrates, backs it outside the three-point stripe on the left side. Now looks for dribble penetration. Ball gets tipped away. Shot clock is down to 8. He's out near the mid-floor circle. Got to make some moves to the basket with 4. With 3, steps over underneath for Hargrove, and he travels. Goodness gracious, guys. Recognize.
Edwards got to shoot that one. You know, Hargrove's just going in there thinking he's going to try to get an offensive rebound, but Edwards had his man beat. He's right at the foul line there. Just pull up and take it.
Yeah, he had the shot. He tries to dump it off with 2 on the shot clock.
Yeah, you got to take that
Can't
shot.
shoot that.
Got to recognize time and possession there.
And the Friars turn over the second time. Penn State with the ball, chance to take the lead. Up high is Juric. Back into the game, right side, Tuncha open 3, off the back iron, no. Floyd with the rebound, pushing up the right side to Edwards. Edwards loses the dribble off of the leg of Stewart. It comes out of bounds into the Penn State bench.
Penn State's pretty good defensively in that half-court set, I'll tell you that. They have good length, and they're bothering the Friars. They're trying to get to the basket.
The average giving up 66 points per game, score 82 per game, so pretty decent offense-defense spread in their first 5 games this year. Jones looks for the inbounds, finds Oswin, who's come back into the game. Oswin hands back off for Edwards, curls to the right, stops, kicks it back left for Jalen Harrell, who's into the game for the first time. Harrell has it out front for Edwards. Deep 3 for Jason, off the back iron, no good, and rebound controlled by Mirtic. Into the forecourt right, DeLeon drives. He gets fouled on his way to the basket down the right side of the lane.
DeLeon's got some good minutes since he's come in the game. He didn't start the ball game, but he's been in there doing a good job of penetrating and getting to the basket. That one there, he picks up the foul.
Corey
going to give
up
2.
Yeah, they're going to give the foul to Corey Floyd, his first. Team second. 2 shots at the line for Freddie DeLeon. 6'5" redshirt junior out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. And the first free throw is good. He is 92% from the foul line to start the season. Transfer from the University of Tennessee, the only returning starter back from last year's Penn State team that won 16 games.
Yeah, I mean, 14% of their offense is gone.
Second shot is good. He's got 5, and Penn State grabs the lead at 12-11. 13:32 to go in the first half. Floyd has it in the backcourt, brings it up against Stewart, goes right by him down to the right baseline. Jump pass back out front for Vox, who drives, penetrates, dumps it off inside, and a score for Jameer Jones.
Good job by Vox right there, getting the ball down the middle, not settling for the 3. And Jones, you get him close to the basket, he's going to finish.
And Jameer's first basket, Friars back up by 1. Wide open 3, right side, no good. Rebound comes right down to Mirtich inside. He's 1-on-3, got it rejected out of there.
Corey Floyd.
Ball comes down to Stewart, however. Shot clock got reset. Out front again for Tuncha. Tuncha tries to fight through his scheme, circles back out, wide pass to DeLeon on the right sideline, steps back, fires the 3, gets it.
Terrible defense by Vox right there. You got to get on top of that screen and keep him on the side. He let him go over the top, wide open for a 3, went under the screen.
That's 8 points now for DeLeon. 8 of the 15 for Penn State. He's hit a couple of threes, and Penn State's got the 3 ball going. And there's a pass again down low for Vox. It's fumbled on the baseline. Back the other way is Tuncha. He scores on a layup, and the Friars give up an easy one.
Offense, good defense by Penn State that time, led to a nice easy basket.
Penn State now with their largest lead at 4. Right side for Harrell. Out front now for Vox. Vox uses a high screen. High-low pass for Oswin, who bobbles it, comes down with it, puts the dribble on the floor, up fakes 1-on-2, missed the shot. Rebound Harrell, gets it out to Floyd, who penetrates into the lane, puts up the short runner. He can't get it, and then tips his own shot in.
Good job by Corey Floyd, not giving up on the play. He missed that first one, then tips it in.
First basket for Corey. Friars are back within a deuce. Right side for Tuncha on the sideline. Looks to get around Jameer Jones. Up high again for Urich. Gives it now for DeLeon. Foul line jumper in and out. There's a rebound tip. It's loose on the floor. It's picked up on the baseline by DeLeon. Out front, Stewart for 3. Can't get that. And finally a rebound for the Friars. Jameer has it. Brings the dribble into the forecourt. Pushes left. Stops. Back out front for Jameer. He's got an open look at 3. Nope. Off the back iron, and the rebound for Urich.
They missed Harrell in the corner. Harrell had a wide open shot there. Should have given that to him.
Stewart drives, kicks it through way back outside, and throws it over the head of Stewart out of bounds. And it'll be a turnover for Penn State, and the Friars will get it after a timeout. With 11:17 still to go in the first half, it's Penn State 17, Providence 15. From Learfield, this is Providence Friar basketball.
Indy Lions was 6 for 16 at 38%. Friars 0 for 4 from three-point range, though, and the Lions are 3 of 8. So, you thought it'd be flipped on that side the way the Friars have been shooting the three-point shot. But I think Penn State's defense is pretty good, John. They have good length, and they're taking away what the Friars like to do. Friars getting on the glass, so had a couple of offensive rebounds, but they need to get on the defensive glass. When Penn State misses, you got to get those rebounds and push the ball down the floor.
Yeah, it's a 5-3 advantage already on the offensive glass for Penn State. 10-8, the rebound margin overall early, and that's really the difference in this game, those second shot opportunities and the open threes that have come down from the person largely of Freddie DeLeon.
DeLeon's been really good. I mean, he didn't start the ball game, but he initiates a lot of the ball action out there, and he uses the screen very well. When he sets a screen on the left side or right-hand side of the basket out top of the key area, you got to get on top of the screen and force him baseline. It's to keep him on the wing. Don't let him turn the corner. Once he turns the corner, he makes good decisions, and he can make the outside shot.
That tip in last time for the Friars basket was not credited to Corey Floyd. It instead was credited to Jalen Harrell. Friars with the ball, chance to tie or take the lead in this possession. Sellers back in the game. Top of the key right out front now for Corey. Floyd gets a bump, and a foul is called right there on Caden Mingo. And the freshman picks up his second foul with 11:02 to go in the half.
And he knows he's got to come out now probably. Now he picked up his foul, and he's coming out, but he's going to come out and sit down.
Right, Ryan Mila comes in for Corey Floyd.
But DeLeon comes in for Mingo, who's playing better than he is anyway.
Exactly. Fourth team foul for Penn State. Friars inbounded. They have Mila out between the circles. Stops the penetration. Back right for Jameer. Bobbles it, picks it back up again. They cut off Stephon Vox. So Jameer now finds Stephon out between the circles. They double out on him. Looks to penetrate. Throws it right corner. Sellers gets an open look. Bang for 3.
Good pass by Vox. Finds Sellers in there. As Vox faked the pass into the big fella Hargrove going to the basket. The defense contracted. That freed up Sellers for the 3.
Jalen Sellers gets the first tray for the Friars. Back in the lead by 1. Reed has it up high. Tuncha to the right side. Back to Reed between the circles. Left again for DeLeon. He fights through the double team. He's got now Jones guarding him. Hands off to Reed, who drives, into the lane, puts it up short, won't get it. Rebound, Vox had it. Take it back by Reed, goes back up, got it blocked and fouled by Hargrove.
Well, Fox did a good job defensively right there, but the Friars
Couldn't hold on to the ball.
Couldn't control that rebound, and good job by Penn State getting on the glass. You get
hold
that
on to
initial,
that. You hold on to it, you've got the possession.
Yeah, you get that initial stop, you gotta get the rebound.
So it's Eli Rice that instead will go to the foul line here shooting as the foul was called on Hargrove. And Rice gets the free throw to go. He's now 5 for 5 on the season from the foul line, averaging 5 points, a little over a rebound per game. From Gallatin, Tennessee, transfer from Nebraska. Redshirted last season due to injury. And the lefty, Rice, second shot. Got them both. He's got 5 in the early going. Penn State grabs the lead again. 10-15 to go in the first half. 1 point Penn State lead. Vox has it on the right sideline. Gets cut off by Reed up high. Wraparound pass. Quick pass back out to Sellers for 3. Missed it. Rebound flies up in the air and is taken there by Reed. Reed up the floor. And they'll find DeLeon. DeLeon now back to Reed inside the post for Urich. Works around on Hargrove. Tries to go up and under. Throws the ball back out front for DeLeon. DeLeon comes off the screen left. Out on the perimeter. Driving is Tuncha in the post. Back to DeLeon. Gets dribble penetration. Crosses over. Fade away up and in. Tough shot.
DeLeon's is tough out there. I mean, he had Edwards on him. Knows he can go right up and over him and took him to the basket.
He's got 10 of the Penn State 21 up on the board. Back to the Nittany Lions up by 3. Edwards has it on the right sideline. Stops, looks back out front for Vox. 9:23 to go in the opening half. Vox near the midcourt circle. High screen set, splits 2 defenders, kicks the ball back out to Edwards. An open look for 3. No. Off the rim, rebound loose on the floor. It's taken by Penn State. Pushing up the floor. There's DeLeon. Catch and shoot 3. Missed it. Rebound. Sellers tips it out. Edwards saves it on the sideline.
Good job by Sellers getting back in the fray to try to get that rebound.
Edwards in transition. Stops for 3. Missed it. Wow, it's not falling right now.
Well, that's not a good shot there by Edwards either. But, you know, you want pace, like I mentioned to you, John, but you got to take good shot. That shot will be there at any time.
Tuncha finds Reed on the left side. Back to Tuncha off the top of the key. Rolls to the right side. Outside the three-point stripe to DeLeon. Comes left now for Reed. Reed crosses over. Gets dribble penetration on Mila. Into the paint. Goes down into the left post. Looks for a backdoor pass. Lobs it back out front for DeLeon. DeLeon with 3 to shoot. Around the screen. Three-pointer up and in at the buzzer. He is killing the Friars.
Oh, man. Somebody's got to get on him.
13 of the 24 Penn State points. And here comes Mila quickly into the post. Got his shot blocked and out of bounds. Last touch by Josh Reed. Friars will keep it. But DeLeon is personally responsible for 13 of the 24 Penn State points. And the Friars just have not been able to find him or stop him.
Well, they got Floyd and Jones in the game right now. Somebody's got to pick up DeLeon and slow him down.
It's a 7-0 Penn State run here. Largest lead for either team. 6 points right now. Inbounds Mila. Coming off the screen. Edwards gives it right back to Ryan, who dumps it off and a jam for Jameer.
Good extra pass right there. Nice execution on an out-of-bounds play. Jones finishes it off with a slam.
Second basket for Jones. Friars back within 4. Bounce pass on the right wing for Stewart. Up front, they find Reed. Reed now comes left for Rice. Rice one dribble. Up on the high post for Urich. Urich hands back off to Stewart. Free throw line jumper up and in. Too easy.
Man, these guys.
Dominic Stewart, first basket.
He come off the screen there, wide open, knocks it down.
Off the screen is Corey Floyd. Penetrates out to Edwards. He steps to the left, and he goes up for 3, and he got fouled. And coming down on top of him, they are. Freddie DeLeon bit on the fake. He came down on top of Jason Edwards. And that was a mistake there. Good job for Edwards to get a shot at 3 the hard way. As we take a timeout on the floor, 7:38 to go in the half. And Penn State is controlling, and right now at 26-20.
Well, DeLeon for Penn State is the hot potato right now. He's just having a clinic out there, doing whatever he wants. He's 4 for 7 from the floor. He's 3 for 4 from three-point range, and he's 2 for 2 from the foul line, playing great basketball. Friars have no answer for him. They got to find a double him when he comes off that screen or something, make somebody else beat him from the floor at this point.
Both teams are 9 for 21 shooting the ball. But Penn State is 4 of 10 from 3. The Friars are 1 for 8.
Friars
there's your difference.
They're getting out rebounded 14 to 10 to the Friars are. So everybody's got to get on the boards. And the Friars are shooting 1 for 8 from three-point range.
Yep. So 7:38 to go in the half. The foul again called on DeLeon, but Jason Edwards at the foul line shooting 3. Hasn't scored yet.
Well, this might get him going a little bit offensively. You see the ball go through the net a few times. He's a good foul shooter.
First shot is around the rim.
That's all I had to do was say that.
He's at 84.8 from the line coming into the game. He was up over 90 and struggled against New Hampshire.
Yeah, he was 4-7 from the New Hampshire game.
Second shot, oh, he missed 2 in a row the same way. My goodness. Wow. 20.4 points per game. And the third try for Edwards. He got that one. That's
well, he avoided the hat trick. Gets that one to go down.
First point of the game. Friars still down by 5 with about 7.5 to play. It's got to come on the defensive end here. With it in the forecourt, left is Josh Reed. Reed works against Corey Floyd in front of his bench. Bounce pass out front for DeLeon. DeLeon is covered there by Jameer Jones. Drive to the right side, handoff there for Stewart. Stewart left-hand pass for Rice at the top. 10 to shoot. Bounce pass, right side, loose on the floor. It goes out of bounds, and it is last touched by Penn State. It's going to be Providence ball.
A good job by Edwards that time. He jumped the screen and caused that turnover.
That's 4 turnovers now for the Nittany Lions. Tunch is going to check back into the game here for Penn State.
Good. Get DeLeon out of the game for the Friars. DeLeon's going to take a break here.
Good.
Yeah, Friars got to get something going offensively here.
They do.
Get some rhythm.
So Jason Edwards, who's still in there, is going to work it into the forecourt. High post pass goes to Arunse. Hands off for Mila. Mila starts to the left. Jab steps back to the right. Swings it left for Corey. Left sideline for Jameer. Drives the baseline. Leaves it off to Oswin. Jump hook. Can't finish it. Goodness. Wide open, and it rolls off the rim, just like those free throws by Jason Edwards. Reed has it top of the key left. Drives left. Gets down left. Got away with a walk. Double team. Goes cross court. Right side three-pointer up. An air ball. Loose on the floor. It's out of bounds. Off of Urich. It'll be Providence ball.
A good D that time. Friars were running at the ball and making it difficult to get comfortable out there for Penn State. He can get some going on the offense. I mean, they made a nice move last time. Oswin just missed a layup.
Yep. Friars definitely haven't found any rhythm yet on offense. Only scored 21 points, 6.5 to go in the first half. Wraparound pass to Mila. Fakes the 3. Goes down low. Puts it up against the 7-footer. No good. Oswin, offensive glass, comes down with it. Goes up and scores.
Good job by Mila to avoid the shot block there by the 7-footer. He jumped into his body, but trying to create the foul, but missed the shot. But Oswin's there to clean it up.
Oswin's got 9 of the 23 Friar points here in the half. Friars down 3. Stewart has it on the right sideline. Back out front. Wrap around to Rice. Tuncha out between the circles. Picked up there by Mila. High screen. Tries to rub left. Circles back to the right. Dribble penetration to the right. Skids. Doesn't get called for a walk. The ball gets popped away and stolen. Jones has it in control. Crossover step. Lays it up. Throws up an air ball. My goodness. Back the other way comes Penn State. Tuncha up the left sideline. He's going to challenge Oswin. Gets into the lane. Lobs it back out front. Reed now wraparound pass to Urich in the post. Urich comes over, banks it up, no good. Rebound tip, no good, and a whistle.
They call goaltending on that? What's he doing?
Well, they're going to call a foul. They're going to call it on Ryan Mila.
2 shots.
Wow. I didn't see where that one was. First foul on Mila. And that is team foul 4 on the Friars.
Well, they came over nicely to help out on defense. Oswin got there to almost block the shot, changed it up, but just weren't able to get the missed shot.
So Dominic Stewart going to the foul line to shoot 2. And the first one is good. Penn State is perfect thus far. 5 for 5 from the foul line to start the game. They're going to bring Mirtic back into the game, along with Sasha Chani. So they're going to go big down low. Mirtic at 6'9", Chani at 6'10". Second shot for Stewart. On the way. In and out. Rebound Oswin. 27-23 Penn State. 5.5 to go in the first half. Edwards hesitates at the three-point stripe. Penetrates right. Goes to the rim. Tries to cut through. Put the shot up. It goes out of bounds.
They're going to call a foul.
They're going to call a foul on the floor on Penn State. As he tried to split, 2 defenders got knocked to the floor, and they're going to call the foul on 16, which is Mirtic.
That's a bailout call right there because he had nowhere to go, and they're going to give him 2 shots on top of it.
Wow. So first foul on Mirtic, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 on Penn State. 2 shots here for Jason Edwards, who just only made 1 of 3. But now he's back in a rhythm. He hits the first one here with another one coming.
You know, he had the big guy on him, so he wanted to take him off the dribble. And the big guy did a pretty good job for most of that possession there, but did lean in and bump him to the floor there. And Edwards gets himself to the foul line.
De Leon has come back to the game, replacing Rice for Penn State, and Edwards hits both.
Yeah, De Leon, you got to make sure you have somebody on him.
Well, the Friars are back within 2. It's 27-25. Coming up on 5 minutes to play in the first half. Stewart driving right on Edwards. High post for Ciani. Ciani 2 dribbles right, hands off. Juric loses the ball, gets it back, rejected by Oswin, and out of bounds. My goodness. That was almost a basket by mistake for Tuncha. Oswin swatted at it. Friars couldn't save it on the baseline.
Good job by Oswin patrolling the paint right there. Gets another block shot.
From the baseline left of the basket, Tuncha inbounds to Stewart in the left corner in front of the Friar bench, circles around the screen, penetrates down the lane, loses it on the floor, poked away, loose, saves it in the corner for Mirtic. Mirtic now bounces underneath for Tuncha, got it rejected and fouled.
Man alive. You know, 50-50 balls, you got to get those. I mean, that whole possession, they looked like they were going to get a turnover on Penn State, but Penn State just kept getting the ball back, get themselves to the foul line.
Yeah, now they get themselves to the foul line because Oswin left his feet to try to block that one and picks up the personal foul.
Well, Oswin, he's the guy playing the defense back there. The other guy's got to get those loose balls. You can't be standing around waiting for somebody else to get it.
Tuncha hits the first free throw. He's a 77% foul shooter, averaging 14.4 per game. Second shot is good. Got them both. He's got 6 here in the half.
Seems like Penn State's living on that foul line.
They are. Right now, they're 7 of 8 from the line. Friars are 4 of 6. 29-25 the score. Here's Edwards between the circles. Points to a spot, goes left side.
Little zone now by
Zone
Penn
for
State.
Penn State. Just going to say it. Sellers finds Mila in the middle. Kicks it out to Corey. He's got an open look on the wing. Off the back iron, and it goes in.
Wow, gets the shooter's roll right there for Corey. Nice to see that one go down for him.
First basket in a couple of games for Corey. Missed the game against UNH with an injury. Mirtic hands off mid-floor circle. Finds De Leon. Bounce pass, high post for Ciani. Ciani hands off. Driving on the left side is Tuncha. Turns around, walked with the ball.
Good D that time by Corey Floyd and Sellers. Dragged his foot on that play.
6 turnovers now for Penn State. And the Friars now, as Stefan Vox will come back into the game replacing Corey Floyd. They'll also bring Hargrove back in. Providence can retake the lead on this possession. Here comes Edwards, walking it left to right into the forecourt.
Got to get Vox some shots here.
Agreed. Been too long. Edwards pulls it out between the circles. Stops, looks, gives it back out to Vox, 1 foot in the center circle. Stefan waits for his screen, cuts to the left, goes cross court, finds Sellers, wide open 3. In and out, won't stick. Halfway down again, Tuncha rebounds.
Well, this seems like snake bitten on shots. Those things are right down the hole.
Tuncha penetrates, top of the key left, hands back off to Stewart, curls back out to the right. Ciani on the high post, holds it high, 1 dribble, backdoor drive, scoop, and off the rim, no good. Rebound for Hargrove.
Good job by Edwards getting over there to help out on defense, made him change that shot.
Here's Vox up the left sideline, now centers, wraparound pass, bad pass. Stolen by Penn State. Up the floor for De Leon, who crosses over, banks it up, off the rim, no good. Rebound pops free, and there is Mila up the floor. He pushes it to Sellers, who drives and throws it down.
Offense from defense. Good job that time by Mila. He was able to grab that loose ball and get out on the break.
7 for Sellers. Friars take the lead again, 30-29. Coming up on 3 minutes to play in the first half. Right sideline for Stewart. Friar fans getting on their feet here at Mohegan Sun. High post for Ciani. Ciani 2 dribbles to the right side, standing on the 3-point line. Hands back off left wing. Tuncha now for De Leon on the left wing in front of the Providence bench. Now he splits 2 defenders, throws underneath for Ciani, who goes up, got the shot blocked from behind.
Hargrove.
And Hargrove pulls it away. Here's Edwards into the forecourt, slows the pace down, waits for his screen, finds Mila on the left wing, 25 feet away. Now he penetrates inside, gets it back out for Edwards, scoots to the right, fires off a 3, got away with a 3, missed the shot. Rebound loose on the floor, Ciani grabs it.
See, that's just not a good shot by Edwards. You know, he's having a tough ball game. He didn't take a crazy shot like that. I mean, you get a better one than that.
Tuncha, right side, De Leon, high post, Mirtic, now comes left for Tuncha. Tuncha, double team. Ciani, high post, drives down the lane, scoops it up short, won't get it, gets a foul.
See, those plays there just lead to something good for the opposition. You know, you're playing good defense, you get a couple of turnovers, you rebound the ball, and then you come down and take a wild shot. You know, you got to you got to recognize better than that, especially Edwards, who's a senior now. He's got to take better shots.
Foul on Hargrove, his second. That's the sixth on the Friars here with 2:09 to go in the first half. We got a timeout on the floor. Friars 30, Nittany Lions 29.
The Friars, we got to put some wicked defense on these guys because shooting the ball, the Friars have.
Penn State has gone 248 without scoring.
They're still up one. Friars have to get better shot selection. That's what they need, John. I think sometimes Edwards, who's their leading scorer at 20 points a game, I mean, there's no secret. He can score, but he's got to do a better job of taking good shots. Penn State's, 5 for 16 from 2 in this ball game.
So the defense is improved. The problem, I think, has been on the offensive end, Joe, where the shot selection has not been smart.
Did you say sausage selection?
I did. Sausage selection, yes. And
that was perfect.
I may make a sausage selection when this game is over.
Yeah, that was perfect. I thought that was great. Well, the Friars, their shot selection is like sausage right now. They got to do a better job of getting good looks at it.
Yeah. So Sasha Ciani at the foul line here, averaging just 1.5 points and 3 rebounds per game. He is at the foul line, and the shot is good.
Good foul shooters, this Penn State team.
He's 3 of 4 from the foul line on the season. That's his first point of the ball game. Played at Illinois Chicago last year. Second shot is also good. Gets his first 2. Penn State's free throws, keeping them in it and giving them the lead again by 1. They're 9 for 10 from the foul line here in the first half. 2:09 to go. 31-30.
Little 2-2-1 nuisance press 2 by Penn State. I like this when you do this.
Edwards into the forecourt right for Corey Floyd, who's re-entered. We take it under 2 minutes to go in the first half.
So you got 18 on the shot clock now, and they fall back into a zone.
Here's Edwards, top of the key to the right side for Zellers against the zone. Now for Edwards, thought about shooting over the 3, goes left side. Now for Floyd, back to Edwards, comes on the right wing with 5 to shoot. He gets dribble penetration out to Edwards. He drives to the right corner. Mila at the buzzer, won't get it to go. Rebound, tap is good by Oswin. They're going to rub it out. They're going to rub it out.
Oh man, he was below. That was below the rim, I thought. I guess not.
Offensive goal interference by Oswin Arunse. No tip on the basket. Man. I think, Kim English is going to challenge it.
Well, Kevin Kerbeck was down there with the instant replay, and he said he's going to challenge it. I thought the ball was outside the cylinder when he tipped that one. It looks like it was below the rim when he tipped it.
He was below the rim. So we'll find out if this is a smart challenge by Kim English or not, because if he loses it, he won't have one for the second half. If he gets it, he'll still have one in the second half.
Whatever I think this year, though, John, it's a bonus because you've never had a challenge in the past. So a lot of times you say, okay, let's wait till the end. It might make a difference. Well, it probably would make a difference sometimes in the end of ball games on some calls. But, I mean, that one looked pretty obvious to me. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, our angle might be a little bit different than what they're looking at. But
we're looking at it a little bit up higher off the floor.
Yeah, so we can see down on it. I thought, you know, and another thing about the challenge is the officials now have to overrule themselves. This is different in the NBA. In the NBA, they go to Secaucus, and you have a crew in Secaucus.
Well, they do that in the NFL as well.
Yeah, so you have an unbiased crew looking at it. I mean, if I'm an official, I'm going to make sure that I don't get overruled on that. At anything close, I don't want to overrule myself because you just look bad.
Well, the Friar fans right behind the replay, which is down below us here, are all standing up going, hey, that's a 2-pointer. That's good. And the officials are looking at the replay. We see the ball coming off the rim. You might have a good look at it if you're watching at home on True TV, but it looks to me like the ball came off the rim before Oswin, below the rim, touched the ball.
Yeah, that's way off the cylinder. We can see it from high above courtside here, but our angle is different, obviously. But I felt initially it looked good.
Well, I would tell you that the best replay angle is the camera behind the basket. But they're checking a couple of other angles on the replay.
I'm telling you, they don't want to overrule themselves.
They don't want to overrule themselves. So it needs to really be a definitive mistake made. The Friar fans behind the bench are still going nuts yelling at the officials, and security now walks over to make sure that nothing gets thrown or said or done wrong, because they are very demonstrative behind the scoring table in the Friar bench.
Well, they're taking a long time So that means it's too close to call, and they say we're not going to change. Oh, they're going to go to the TV.
They're going to go to TV. They're going to go and tell TV.
Oh, they're asking them, can you look at it?
Can you look at it?
They want to get another opinion from the TV guys.
So we still have two of the officials here on the left sideline of the scoring table looking at the official
now
replay.
That would be something you could put in, just thinking about what this going on. Let the TV guys decide if it was goaltending or not, or let the TV guys overrule. Look at the replay and let them decide, rather than have the officials decide on what they're doing.
Well, the officials are still looking here at the scoring table. The third official has walked over to the TV side and now come back across the floor to talk to Kim English. And they're still looking at it. And now they have apparently made a decision. They're going to lean over and they're going to tell the official scorer and the public address, I believe, here at Mohegan Sun, what their decision might be. They're still playing with the replay.
This is what you don't want to have happen.
No.
This is just ludicrous.
We've got 1:36 to go before halftime. Right now, it's Penn State 31, Providence 30.
It's been 5 minutes now, 5 or 6 minutes.
It's been at least 3 or 4.
How do you not? If you've seen it a million times,
you got to make a call. No basket.
Of course, they're not going to overrule themselves.
They're not going to overrule themselves.
I'm going to tell you, they're not going to overrule themselves.
No basket. So they will lose the timeout, and they will lose their challenge in the second half.
I'll tell you, the challenge is you can't have an official blow the whistle making a decision on a call that he just made and overturn himself. It's just not. It's not a good thing. You have to have somebody else do it. If you're going to do that, have challenges, you should have another official at the game. You got to do something different. You have to have somebody who's has an axe to grind. You know what I'm saying? If he made the call, I messed up. I'm going to
Sorry, my
myself.
bad.
Yeah, my bad.
You're not going to see officials
bad
do
call.
that. Nope. So Penn State with the ball in a 1-point lead. Here's Tuncha within the left side in front of the Friar bench, inside the 3-point stripe, backs it outside again, right in front of Coach English, gets to the foul line, bounce pass right, step back, three-pointer on the way, DeLeon. Long rebound from Mila.
DeLeon finally missed the shot.
Pushes up the floor for Sellers, right corner for Vox. And Vox, who has not scored in the half, gets off a three. Ball gets tipped, shot. No good, and the rebound controlled by Stewart.
That's just a terrible shot by Vox, but he hasn't taken many shots in the ball game, so he says, I got to get one up.
Here's DeLeon with it to the top of the key, steps back again. We go under a minute to play in the half. Reed now pushes back to DeLeon, picked up there by Oswin. They step back and try to shoot over the big fella. Stops, kicks it out right. Tuncha with the left gets cut off defensively, and a foul is called on Oswin. And that is 17 fouls, which will put Penn State in the bonus with 46.7 seconds left.
I think of like the 4 or 5 bad shots the Friars have taken in this ball game has led to something good for Penn State. When you do something like that, they get a nice rhythm going on the offensive end, and now they go to the foul line again. They've been living on the foul line, this Penn State team, and they're good foul shooters.
They're 9 of 10 from the line here in the half. The 1-and-1 is no good, and the rebound is Sellers.
See, that's what you got to do. You got to tell them how good they are.
Up the floor for Edwards on the left sideline. Friars again looking to take the lead.
Come on, get a good shot here. It's a zone defense. You should get a wide open look against a zone defense.
Edwards between the circles.
Flash somebody to the middle.
Drives to the left. Mila flashes to the middle, but he's covered.
Taking too much time.
Comes back side to Sellers. Now the right side for Vox. 8
There's
to
a good
shoot.
look right
Sellers
there.
open for 3. Off the rim, no. Rebound batted out of bounds, and it is off of Penn State.
Jones that time couldn't grab it himself, but he knocked it off the Penn State player. Kept it alive on the offensive glass. Friars get a fresh 20, and they can get the last shot of the half now.
Urich was called for the last touch. So 20.4. And the Friars have gone 3 minutes scoreless here, and yet can take the lead if they can inbound it here. And the inbounds is lobbed out for Edwards. It's poked into the backcourt, but Edwards grabs it at the opposite foul line with 16 seconds to play in the half. Edwards into the forecourt.
Don't take all day to go. You got to go now.
Mid-forward circle. Penetrates to the right. Stops outside the 3-point stripe. Looks to penetrate between 2 defenders. Gets knocked to the floor, and a foul is called.
Boy, that's unusual. They hardly ever call a foul late last shot.
Josh Reed called for the foul with 3.9 on the clock. Yeah, he tried to step between two defenders, tripped. Reed is called for the foul.
Yeah, I mean, good choice there by Edwards. The clock was winding down. He had to make something happen. He got through two of the guys on defense and fell to the floor.
So 1-1.
You had to call something there.
1-1 for Edwards, who's hit 3 of 5, and make it 4 of 6 as he hits the front end to tie the score.
Well, after he missed those first two of a three-point foul that he got on the three-point shot, he hasn't missed since.
So we're tied at 31, 3.9 seconds left, and Penn State's going to use it or lose it with a 30-second timeout here. 3.9 on the clock, and Edwards still with one more free throw to take.
Well, Penn State's going to try to set something up. You know, you almost want to call a timeout after he made the free throw.
Almost.
Now, you have plenty of time. They have plenty of time, Penn State, to get a shot off at the end of the half here.
Oh, 3.9 is nothing.
I would watch out for DeLeon if he's on the floor. He's had a really good half. Make sure you keep everybody in front of you. And if they set a screen for somebody, you got to jump the screen. You can't let them come off the screen, whoever comes off that screen, and have an open look. Whoever's guarding the screen, and make sure you double the ball there. There's not enough time to throw extra passes with 3.9 seconds to go.
Well, Penn State has missed their last 7 shots from the floor. They're just 2 for their last 10 shooting. And they've gone better than 2 minutes without scoring, and yet they can take the lead here at halftime.
Well, the Friars have helped them out, too, John, with their shot selection. There's been some crazy shots the Friars have taken in the half-court offense the last 3 or 4 possessions. So, you know, if they just take their time out there, and, you know, I want you to play fast, but, you know, if the defense has been pretty good, you got to make them work. And then if you work hard for get an open look, don't take a wild one.
Penn State switches some bodies on the free throw line. They give the ball back to Edwards, who has one more try to give his team the lead here. Shot is on the way. He got it to go. Friars lead by 1. Penn State with the ball, 3.9 seconds to go before halftime.
Keep everybody in front of you now.
Josh Reed will inbound from the baseline, 94 feet away. Inbound to Tuncha. Tuncha, cross-court pass, finds DeLeon, right side, 30-footer on the way. Got it at the buzzer. Are you serious?
What I tell you? I said DeLeon. Is that guy, you have to know who that guy is?
They're going to check it to see if he got it off in time.
John, I just said you in the timeout. Know where DeLeon is. He's having a great half. He ends up getting the shot there. If it's good, that's a three-pointer.
No basket. He got it off late.
They got lucky on that one.
Wow. Hey, old lucky is better than old nothing.
Yeah, I'll take that. Friars have a 1-point lead here at the half.
Our score, Providence 32 and Penn State 31 at halftime from Mohegan Sun Arena. Austin Rooke joins us for the halftime recap and update. Coming up next from Learfield. This is Providence Friar basketball.
All right.
John and Joe back at Uncasville, Connecticut, and the Mohegan Sun Arena. Friars 3-1 in the season when they lead at halftime. They've got a 32-31 lead over a Penn State team, Joe. And, hey, no issues really with the Friar defense in the first half of this one. They held Penn State without a field goal over the last 7 minutes and 52 seconds. Nittany Lions scored 5 points in the last 8 minutes, all on free throws.
Yeah, Friar defense hasn't been bad. You just mentioned it. When you can keep a team from scoring a field goal for over 7 minutes, that's pretty good defense. The problem with the Friars, though, which hasn't been a problem all year, was the offense. I thought their shot selection in that first half was not good, and they bailed out Penn State a lot of times, taking some bad shots when they had, throw the extra pass like they've been doing and knocking down shots. Penn State's defense wasn't bad either, though, John. They're long, they get on top of the screens, and they force you into taking some shots you really shouldn't take. And shot clock wound down a couple of times on the Friars, which we haven't seen that much this year either.
Friars shot 38% of the floor. Penn State just 32%. Rebounds, 21-20 was the edge for Penn State. Turnovers, Penn State 6, Friars 5. Friars open up with possession of ball to start the second half. Basket to our left on the radio here in half number 2. Edwards drives to the right side, goes right to the rim, lays it up high off the glass, and gets his first field goal.
Well, that's a good start to the second half here. Nice execution there. You get a nice layup using the screen, taking their time, being patient.
7 for Edwards to lead the Friars so far. And with the basketball, out front is Mingo, who had 2 quick fouls in the first half, and the freshman came out of the game. The ball gets knocked to the backcourt, and it's stolen by Sellers. Sellers from the left side stuffs it home. Holy moly.
Sellers is a beast. When he gets that thing going, when he gets that motor going, you're not going to stop him going left.
9 for Sellers. Friars have their largest lead of the game now at 5. Ball gets tipped again, almost stolen out front. Reed comes down with it for Penn State. Up high with it is Mingo. Mingo gets around the screen to the left side. Then back to Tunja. Tunja drives the lane, goes high up off the glass. No good, and the rebound comes down to Mila. Pushes up the floor. Friars breaking right to left into the forecourt left. Vox for three. Yes,
sir. That's the way you get on that fast break, get that rebound going, and Vox gives a chest pump over to Kim English. And Sellers said, yeah. Nice pass by Sellers. He could have easily gone to the basket and dunked that one, but he threw it out. The Vox knocks down the three.
And a timeout on the floor for Penn State and Mike Rhodes. And we're only 60 seconds into the second half, and the Friars have ripped off 7 unanswered to take an 8-point lead. Timeout on the floor from Learfield. This is Providence Friar basketball.
What will you find it in?
7-0, the run in the opening 60 seconds of the second half. First basket of the game for Stephon Vox. Couldn't have come at a better time.
And all good shots, too, John. Nothing rushed. He had a nice wide-open three in the corner. Edwards, nice layup to start the half, and the dunk by Sellers. But, you know, not to go unnoticed here, Oswin, that last defensive play, he went up to try to block the shot. That changed the shot. It went right over the backboard because he was coming with that big mitt. The Friars were off on the fast break on the missed shot. Get a three-pointer out of it.
So Penn State will have possession of the ball. Friars will put a little token pressure in the backcourt to our left, and Freddie DeLeon, who did not start the game, but came in and had 13 points to lead all scorers in the first half of Penn State, is right up off the bench in the game now, 60 seconds in.
Yeah, I mean, he should be playing a lot, but Sellers is going to guard him now. Hopefully Sellers can do a good job on him. You don't want him to get off again in the second half.
Mingo has it in the backcourt against Ryan Mila. A little token pressure here by the Friars as Mingo gets into the forecourt. 8 seconds into the shot clock. Bounce pass to the right wing for Reed. Reed trying to back up against Edwards in a mismatch. Edwards pushes him out. Rejected there by Oswin. Friars come up with the ball.
Oswin all over the place out there on defense.
Here's Mila on the left wing in front of his bench. A handoff there for Sellers.
Get a good shot now.
Sellers goes cross-court. Vox wide open three. Yep, nope, missed it. DeLeon with a rebound to the foul line.
That was a good pass, too.
Yeah, it was wide open. Long pass down the floor, put up off the glass. In and out. It won't stick as Urich missed the layup.
Again, Oswin bothered that shot.
Here's Sellers going to the rim, and he stuffs it home.
Sellers is playing out there with meanness. He's nasty out there going to the basket with that left hand.
That's 11 for Sellers now to lead the Friars in scoring. And Providence now up 10 for the first time, 2 minutes deep into the second half. Reed has it on the high post for Penn State. Starts to the right toward his bench. Reverses back left for DeLeon. DeLeon works to the right side, goes down the right side of the lane with a crossover step, and he scores.
DeLeon again. I mean, you got to find that guy.
So that stops the run for the Friars. First points of the half, and here's Edwards driving, puts it up off the rim, and it will bounce off the back rim, and Penn State gets the rebound.
That was a good look, though, by Edwards. Just didn't make the shot.
DeLeon thought about a catch and shoot on the left wing, gets around Sellers, penetrates left inside, and he throws it up and in for Urich.
DeLeon, I don't know why he comes off the bench. He's the best player on that Penn State team.
Clearly. He's responsible now for 4 unanswered for Penn State. We're back to a 6-point game. Mila has the ball center circle low, works to the right side, goes right to the rim, scoops it up.
Count it.
Gets it, and one.
He is so good with that first step. I mean, he gets by guys that you think you're going to deflect the ball away from him at midcourt. He goes flying down the middle there and uses his body very well to shield off the defender, gets the finger roll to go and the foul.
Josh Reed picks up the foul, the graduate transfer from Cincinnati. And Mila gets just his second basket of the game. Will go to the line for his first free throw here as Corey Floyd checks in for the first time here in the half.
I don't know who's going to guard DeLeon right now. Oh, Corey Floyd's going to have to guard him.
Yeah, Floyd will because Sellers has come out.
You got to keep him on one side of the floor, DeLeon. He gets over the top of that screen. He makes all his teammates better.
Mila's free throw is good. He's got 5 points in the game, and the Friars are back up by 9. 44-35. We've got 17-11 to go in the ball game.
Put the defense on here.
Mingo penetrates down the line. Mirtich puts it up, but a block by Oswin. Oh, my goodness.
Come on, man.
That looked like a clean block right there. I'm not sure. He's called for the foul instead. It'll be 2 shots at the line here for Penn State. And that is 3 fouls on Oswin.
See, that's tough. Oswin's been controlling that paint. He's been blocking everything in there. That's a tough call right there.
Well, they call him for a push before the block is what the officials said. So they're going to put Mirtich at the line, shooting 2, and the first one is good. That's his first point. Out of Slovenia, 6'9" freshman, if you will, averaging nearly 5 points and 4 rebounds per game off of the bench. And Cole Hargrove has to come in as Oswin picks up his 3rd personal.
Big minutes now for Cole Hargrove. There's 17:06 to go here in the second half. He's got to be big on the boards there.
Second shot for Mirtich. Bounces, comes out. And Hargrove gets the rebound. Just the second miss at the foul line for Penn State.
See, Hargrove's not a shot blocker like Osmond, but he's got to use his body.
Here's Mila driving right down the lane again and lost it off his foot out of bounds. Oh, my. And he had his man Mirtish beat at the basket.
He did.
Dribbled it off his leg.
He had a layup. They reached in there, was able to knock it off his leg.
That's 6 turnovers for the Friars. Penn State with the ball, down by 9. Down by 8, excuse me. Left side with it is Mingo. Bounces on the sideline. Bringing it back out center is DeLeon. Curls around. Corey Floyd comes back to the left. Jump pass back outside. Loose and stolen. Picked up by Edwards. He picks it up on the floor. 1-on-2. He stops. He turns. He looks. He's in trouble. Kicks it on the right wing for Corey.
Good job by Penn State getting back on defense on that one.
Here's Vox between the circles. Hargrove sets the screen. Vox works to the right. Back to the right side pass. Edwards, step back 3. Yes!
Oh, that's a big one for Edwards. He's been struggling shooting the ball from the outside, but he squared it up nice that time and knocked it down.
10 for Edwards in the game, his first tray. And the Friars are up 11, their largest lead. 16-10 on the clock. Deep 3, left side. Good for Mirtish.
Who is guarding him?
Nobody.
He's wide open.
Nobody. And that's his first made 3 as a collegian. Was 0 for 1 before that shot. Yeah. And there's a travel off the top of the key called on Mila. And the Nittany Lions will get it right back after an official's timeout. 15:58 remaining. It's Providence 47, Penn State 39. Buckle up. Here we go. From Learfield, this is Providence Friar basketball.
This one here, they're in a nice rhythm offensively. Defensively, got to make sure they keep talking out there. That time they left Uric wide open for a 3, and the only person can hurt you in basketball is the guy with the ball. You don't leave the ball. They left him wide open, and he knocks down the shot. But the defense has been pretty good. I like Hargrove when he's playing the pick and roll. He does a good job of hedging on the pick and get back to his man. So the defense, you have to play solid here. I mean, there's 16 minutes to go, obviously, second half, but you want to keep getting better on defense.
Dominic Stewart, sophomore, out of Ocean Springs, Mississippi, is checked in for Penn State. Nittany Lions with the ball. Friars lead by 8. Penn State brings a basket to our right on the radio here on half number 2. Stewart near his bench. Mirtić up high. DeLeon guarded by Floyd. On the high post for Uric. Uric comes right for Stewart. Stewart gets around Vox, goes down to the foul line, leans in, puts the shot up short. Rebound tip, no good, and finally cleared away. Knocked to the floor was Hargrove. It's out of bounds off of Stewart. It'll be Providence ball.
Good job by Hargrove battling in there with the big guys. And he's a strong guy up top, but he gives up size in there, height-wise, but he hung in there. Friars end up with the ball.
Friars will bring Sellers back in and Jameer Jones in for the first time here in the second half with 15:37 to go. So Friars with the ball as Floyd will bring it into the forecourt toward his bench on the left side. Now centers around a high screen set by Hargrove. Looks on the wing, bounces there for Jones. Jameer has it out front to Edwards. Left at the top of the key. He gets around DeLeon into the lane, jumper up and in.
Boy, that's a good move by him. See how he's under control the second half here, John. He was taking crazy shots in that first half.
Long pass into the forecourt, off of Hargrove, out of bounds. As Penn State tried to beat the Friar defense down the floor, but Hargrove got back to tip it away.
That's a good job by Hargrove. You got to run back with the big guy. You don't want to get beat down the floor after a made basket. He did a good job there getting back.
Friars have hit 7 of 9 from the floor, Joe, on offense here to start the second half.
Penn State on the offense. We don't have to worry about that. Now the defense. You got to be consistent on the defensive end.
Inbounds for the baseline. Uric, top of the key, steps through that, looks down low, shares it on the right side for Mingo. Mingo gets dribble penetration, throws it over the left hand, off the glass, it goes in.
See, they're letting him get over the top of that screen, John. You got to get him to keep him on the baseline, keep him on that sideline.
Caden Mingo gets his first basket of the game, and he leads Penn State at 17 points per game. Here's Sellers with it, right side. Might try to take DeLeon off the dribble. There's a deep 3, and it's off the rim, and it goes out of bounds. That was not highly advisable.
No, I see, again, that shot is always there. You know, end of a shot clock, you can take that 30-footer. But, you know, the shot clock was at 20. I mean, you can't do that. You can get a better shot than that.
Friar lead 8, 14:38 to go. Mingo has it in the forecourt, between the circles with it, high screen, tries to split 2 defenders, goes right down the lane with the left hand. Shot got blocked by Jones, loose on the floor. Coming out with it is Floyd. Friars have a 3-on-3. Floyd alley-oop. Jones lays it up and scores.
Good job by Corey. He knew Jones was going to get down the floor, and if Jones gets near that basket, Just throw it up near it because he's only
And
he'll
go
get
get
it.
He will. That's 6 for Jameer Jones. Providence back up 10. Mirtich goes left side for Mingo. Mingo, high post. Juric has it. Passes off to Tuncha. Tuncha drives inside, throws up the floater. Around the rim, no. Rebound for Jones. Jameer has the dribble in the drive. Pushes up to Edwards. Alley-oop again. Sellers! Holy moly! Slams it down.
That's a fast break for you. The ball didn't even dribble on that one. They just kept moving it to each other.
13 for Sellers. Largest lead of the game for the Friars. Juric, high post. Hands off to Mingo. Curls around his screen. Bounces underneath for Mingo. And tipped out of bounds. And it's a foul on the floor. Called on Hargrove as Juric couldn't handle it, bobbled it, came off of him out of bounds.
That should have been just called out of bounds. I mean, that's not a good call there. He's giving him 2 shots, too.
How is that a 2-shot foul? How in the world is that a 2-shot foul? I think Kim English is asking the same thing. That's the 3rd personal on Cole Hargrove.
That's not a 2-shot foul. Come on, man.
It bobbled off of his hands and went out of bounds.
He lost the ball out of bounds. That's 2 terrible calls on the big guys for the Friars.
Holy smokes, how is that a shooting foul?
Oswin's 3rd foul and that one there on Hargrove.
Free throw is good by Ivan Juric, his first foul shot of the ball game.
This is getting critical now for the Friars because both big guys, they only have 2.
They
have
both
3
have 3
fouls.
fouls. That's right.
13:40 to go here in the second half.
Floyd and Edwards come out. Vox and Mila come back in. Hargrove is staying in for the time being. And Ivan Juric, only a 27% foul shooter on the season, has made 1, has 3 points in the ball game. Starting center for Penn State. Second shot, he got them both.
Boy, they make free throws.
Well, they are 12 of 15 from the foul line for the ball game. Sasha Ciani comes in and replaces Juric in the lineup. 53-43. Lead is 10. Friars with the ball. Pressure in the backcourt by Penn State, and Sellers will break it up the right sideline as he crosses the mid-floor line. Now has the left-hand dribble, pushes right for Jameer.
Zone.
Sellers feeds the middle to Mila. Turns and looks. One dribble at the right elbow. Back out to Vox. Deep 3 for Stefan. No. In and out. Rebound for Ciani.
Oh, that's a good shot there by Vox. Got to make that one.
He's got to knock it down. Here's Reed on the right side in front of his bench. He shakes off Vox. Stolen. Picked up by Mila. Mila controls it up the left sideline this time as the Friars get it on the turnover. He crosses over, spins on Mingo, out front to Vox again for 3. Banks that one up, no good. Rebound up the floor, De Leon. He finds Reed, spins, goes inside, blocked, puts it up, it goes in, and he gets the foul.
Wow, good move there by Reed. I mean, you heard the Wesley just threw it up on the basket, knocks it down. That's a good basket, 3-point play opportunity.
On Vox, his first. That's the 3rd on the Friars here in the half. And Josh Reed gets just his 2nd basket of the game. Will go to the foul line for the first time, 77% of the season.
You know, 2 open looks by Vox. He normally makes those shots, but makes them both to be a much different score right now, but Penn State right back in it.
They are. Shot is good by Reed, and it's 53-46, 7-point game. 12:52 on the clock. Friars big pressure. Jones goes right to the rim, lays it up. Oh, my! And just jams it down at the last second.
He's just a freak. I mean, it looked like he was going to lay it up, and he just kept going up higher.
He just kept floating, and all of a sudden, bang, it's down the rim. Lead back to 9. Up high, goes left side. This is Juric, goes up inside for Tuncha for 3 to the top of the key, and Tuncha nails the tray, his first of the game.
That's what I'm saying. You got to talk. Both guys went with the guy cutting and left the ball wide open. You can't do that.
Gets his first tray, and that makes it a 6-point game with 12:16 to play. Against the zone, Sellers fakes, drives, gets inside the foul line, out to Vox. Mila back to Stefan for 3, no. And a rebound again for De Leon, and Stefan just can't hit. And Penn State is pulled back within 6, and they've got the ball. Friars had a 12-point lead. Tuncha has it between the circles. Goes left side again for De Leon. De Leon gets a screen, gets penetration to the foul line, dumps it off right corner for Reed. Reed drives the baseline, gets cut off, loose
foul
on the floor, and a block is called on Mila.
No, that should have been a foul on Hargrove.
We're going to call it on Hargrove instead. And that is 4 on Cole Hargrove with 11:46 still to play.
That's just not a good decision by Hargrove. I mean, if I got 3 fouls, I'm not going to step in there like that.
We got a timeout on the floor. 11:46 left. Penn State is charged from 12 down within 6 from Learfield. This is Providence Friar basketball.
This is Dennis Wyatt from Midland Roofing, and this year Midland Roofing celebrates 50 years of protecting Rhode Island homes with trusted high-quality roofing solutions. That's 5 decades of dependable roofing, making Midland Roofing the reliable choice for homeowners across Rhode Island. With our GAF Master Elite and President's Club status, we can offer our customers the best warranties in the industry, giving you peace of mind for years to come.
This is head coach Kim English, and our friends here at Midland Roofing are proud to raise the roof for Providence Athletics. When your roof needs a win, call Midland Roofing. They've got you covered.
Hey Friar fans, it's college basketball season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Alley Oops. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Providence basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Providence Friars. Let's go Friars! SeatGeek.
Friar fans, this is number 11 Ryan Miller. Be sure to check out 110 Grill at 111 Fallon Street in downtown Providence. It is the perfect place to enjoy a nice meal and great drinks before heading over to the amp. Come in and enjoy some awesome apps, oversized sandwiches, and entree favorites like pulled pork, mac and cheese, chicken caprese, steak tips, and my favorite, Thai sesame salmon. 110 Grill is also recognized as one of the most allergy-friendly restaurant brands in the U.S., and the entire menu can be made gluten-free. Visit 110grill.com for more information and go Friars.
SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of the Providence Friars. John and Joe, Mohegan Sun. Friars had a 12-point lead. It is down to 6, 55-49 with 11:46 to go.
Yeah, I mean, they've had some looks from Vox. Vox missed 3 in a row from out there from three-point range, wide open. But defensively, the Friars had a couple of laps out there. Now they got some serious foul trouble. You got Hargrove with 4 fouls, so you can't see him for a while. Osmond has 3, so you have to be careful with him on the floor. Defensively, you got to do a better job of stopping these guys on this end. I mean, they have the ball now down by 6.
Well, Penn State's shooting 37% from the floor for the game, but Joe, they're 6 of 14 from 3, 43%. That's what's got them back in it.
Yeah, I mean, they're not a great three-point shooting team. They really don't look for it a lot, but they're making shots, and the Friars are missing shots right now. But when you miss, you got to get stops on the other end, and you keep putting Penn State on the foul line. They're a very good foul shooting team. They don't miss many free throws either.
They're 13 of 16 from the free throw line. They came into the game only 68% in their first 5 games. The Friars, conversely, 79% from the line, and that's where they are. They're 7 of 9 in this ballgame.
Well, this is a big possession right here. I know it's plenty of time to go, but you need to get a stop right here. You know, Penn State can grab the momentum back if they get a score here.
Agreed. Penn State will inbound it, baseline left, basket to our right. Chani has it off the top of the key. 2 dribbles to the right, steps. Hands back off from Mingo. Mingo gives it back to Ciani in the post. He up fakes inside on Oswin, puts it up short, no good. Got it partially blocked. Tunja with a rebound, pulls it out on the right side off the offensive glass. Mingo looks for the high screen, cuts to the right side off of that, passes back left. Catch and shoot three-pointer, no good, and the rebound. Edwards pulls it away.
Good job by Edwards coming in there from the outside to get the rebound.
Here's Floyd up the floor, finds Edwards off the top of the key. He fakes, he drives on DeLeon. Right wing three-pointer, off the rim, no good. Rebound, Gianni has it, almost popped away, but he saves it. Up the floor for DeLeon. He's on the break, drives down right side, Tunja. Out to Mingo for 3. Short, long rebound, chase down, and there's DeLeon with it. He controls it for Penn State. Gets down into the lane, rejected by Oswin, saved in the corner by Edwards.
Boy, Oswin's playing a great game defensively. That was a big block right there. Took away a layup.
Floyd between the circles. Long pass, left wing, Sellers fakes the 3, steps back, fires the 3. Nope. And a rebound for Reed on the offside.
You should have passed that one back out to Edwards.
Yep. Again, shot selection. Mingo finds Tunja, back to Mingo. He's going to fire a 3 left of the key, in and out, no good. Rebound loose on the floor, picked up by Sellers. And a foul on the floor, called on Sellers. Oh, my. Sellers is called for the foul on Josh Reed. I don't understand this. I don't understand it. First foul on Sellers.
Man.
Where was the foul? Reed slipped. That's the first foul on Sellers. That's 5 on the Friars. Penn State gets the ball. Back inbound to the right side in front of their bench. Up high for Mingo. Mingo goes between the circles, comes back. Tunja gets off a 3-pointer. Off the back iron, no. And the rebound falls down to Mila.
Need to get a score here. Friars have gone empty the last 4 times down.
They've gone scoreless now 2.5 minutes. Long pass inside for Osmond. It goes up, got fouled before he put the shot up. Got fouled by Ivan Juric.
It's just the second team foul, I think, for Penn State.
It is. With 10-12 still on the clock. So the foul on the floor will give the Friars the ball out of bounds. Yeah, it's a little imbalanced on the fouls here. It's 5-2 right now.
Got to get Vox to knock down a shot here.
Corey looks for the inbounds. Right corner. Edwards for 3. Nope. Rebound tipped. It's out of bounds. It is off of Vox, says the official.
See, that's a play. Edwards coming off the screen. He's taking a fall away deep in the right corner there with a hand in his face. That's when you catch that one, pump fake. You got a guy up in the air and you can get by him. Maybe a little alley-oop inside to Osmond. Again, shot selection.
Now you need another shot, another stop. Friars just 1 for their last 7 from the floor. Driving to the right, Mingo kicks the ball back outside. Reed gets an open look at 3 in the rim. All the way around, it goes in. His first tray, and we got a 4-point game.
Wide open look there, too. 3-point game.
8 for Reed. It's an 11-2 Penn State run. Floyd finds Mila in the middle. He spins inside with the right hand. Short, missed it. Missed a layup. Goodness. And Penn State with a rebound and a chance to pull closer. They could tie on a tray. Top of the key with it. Mingo stops, looks inside, leaves it outside for Tunja. Tunja starts middle, comes back to the right, penetrates inside, lays it up off the rim. No.
Good D by
Oswin. Here's Edwards. Almost lost the dribble, picks it back up. Floyd touches back to Edwards off the top. He's going to penetrate on Tunja, goes right to the rim and gets fouled on the floor.
Good move there by Edwards. He pump faked on the 3 there and got to the basket. You know, when the shots aren't falling from deep here, get to the basket a little bit. That'll open up some wide open threes down the road and get yourself to the foul line.
Second foul on Tunja, 3rd team foul, and it will be free throws here for Jason Edwards. He's got 7.5. He hit 5 of 7 from the foul line in the first half, so he got 12 total points. 2 more shots here with 9:13 to go. The first shot is no good, off to the right.
Way off.
Sometimes it's almost like he just wishes it up there.
You know, it's funny. I mean, they're grinding so much. They know they need to get a big win, and they're just starting to press now.
He hits the second one.
Just relax out there and play the game.
That's the first points in the last 3.5 minutes for the Friars. And it's 56-52. Oswin comes out. Hargrove with 4 fouls comes back in. As we approach 9 minutes to play and a 56-52 Friar lead. Penn State with the basketball. Tunja has it mid-floor circle, drives to the right side, gets to the right elbow, feeds in the middle. Reed goes down the left side, banks it up, no good. Rebound loose. It's out of bounds, and it is off of Providence.
Yeah, they're just guessing out there that time.
The officials had no clue. Neither official saw it. Neither official. They were way out of position. Holy smokes, these guys. Penn State's going to get it with 15 to shoot. Inbounds, left side Tunja. Hands off. Mingo slips to the floor, keeps his dribble going, comes cross court. DeLeon fakes the 3, drives the baseline, steps through, got away with a travel. Tunja got away with another travel. Comes back to the right side for DeLeon in front of his bench.
1 second.
At the buzzer. Missed it. Rebound for Edwards.
Good defense by the Friars that time.
Friars need some offense here.
Get a good shot here. You want to get a good one. Don't rush anything.
Comes back to Edwards. Penetrates around Mingo. Goes to the right side. Banks it up. In and out. Rebound. Hargrove saves it on the offensive glass. Back out to Mila.
Good job by Hargrove. Staying active on the offensive glass.
Mila sets the screen. Slings it right for Corey. Finds Vox on the right wing. Vox jab steps. Gets down inside the lane. Leans in with the right hand. Push shot and good.
Good job by Vox. You know, he's missed his last 3 outside shots. He went to the basket that time.
He's got 5, and here's DeLeon, who immediately gets fouled by Mila. That is a cheap foul. My goodness. As much as these guys are letting these two teams play, that was just nasty. I don't even know if he had his hands on him. But the foul is called on Mila, nevertheless. His second, and that's now 6.
16 fouls on the Friars?
Yep. So next one will put Penn State at the line in the bonus. Here comes Sellers back in. Here comes Arunse back in. Edwards is going to get a blow. Hargrove is going to get a blow. So good substitutions here for Kim English. Friars will keep it, Penn State will keep it. 27 to shoot. 6-point Providence lead. Juric has it. Going to spin. Stolen. Sellers picked his pocket. Sellers then gets tripped to the floor by Mingo.
Good job by Sellers. When he gets that steal, he knows one thing. He's just going to the basket. Picks up the foul right there. That's what's that, the 14th foul for Penn State?
That's 4 on Penn State in the half. That's the third personal on Caden Mingo. So PC will inbound it here. 8:03 to play and a 58-52 lead. It was 32-31 at halftime. Friars led by 1. Sellers will inbound.
Zone now. Zone by Penn State, 2-3.
Floyd pushes right side for Vox. Back to Corey on the left wing. Corey looks to the middle, pushes right back to Stefan on the right wing. He's going to penetrate right, pulls up from 15, score.
See how he goes to the basket now? He's saying, hey, I'm not going to take that three. I'm going to make a couple shots.
Mid-range jumper like we talked about in the pregame. And here comes DeLeon. Mid-range jumper, and he answers right back.
DeLeon just comes right back. Oswald's got to put his hand up on that one, though.
17 for Freddie DeLeon to lead Penn State. 60-54. 7.5 to go. Floyd pushes right on the perimeter for Sellers. Right back to Floyd. Gets a little crease in the lane. Turns around. Fadeaway jumper up off the back iron. No good. Mila, follow. Can't get it. Gets his own rebound again. Goes outside the Sellers. Fakes the 3. Floyd finds Vox. Left corner. Mila in front of his bench for 3. No good. And the rebound controlled by DeLeon. They're getting all kinds of great looks. Can't finish him. Tunja in the lane. Kicks the ball back out front for Mingo. Penetrates. Jumper up. Short. Rebound. Mingo finds Murtich, and he scores on the putback.
The Friars are out trying to fast break without the ball. You got to get in there and rebound.
6 for Tibor Murtich. And it is 60-56, 4-point game. We are under 7 on the clock.
Another zone here. Penn State staying in that zone.
Vox left for Floyd. Now Vox near the mid-floor circle. Stefan, couple of dribbles toward the right side, 10 to shoot. Back to Corey. Back to Stefan with 8, with 7. Penetrates right, leans in, lays it up, won't get it, draws a foul.
Vox doing what he does best. I mean, he's a good shooter on the outside, but he's a scorer too. In the last 3 possessions he's had the ball, he's gone to the basket 3 times. He scored twice and now puts himself on the foul line for 2.
Meli Tunja picks up his 3rd personal. Timeout with 6:32 on the clock. Stefan Vox will go to the foul line, and the Friars nursing a 4-point lead. From Learfield, this is Providence Friar basketball. Friars have hit just 2 of their last 11 from the floor, have led by as much as 12 here in the second half. We'll have Stefan Vox going to the foul line here for 2 free throws.
The Friars are 4 for 25 from 3-point range. That's why Penn State's sitting in the zone right now. They say, hey, you guys got to prove it. You got to make something from the outside.
Yep.
And credit Vox, he's had a struggle from the outside. He's missed a bunch of threes, but he's getting to the basket now. He's using that. They know he's a decent shooter, but so far he hasn't been able to get anything going from the perimeter, but he's getting to the basket, hitting that mid-range shot, and now he's got to get himself to the foul line. He has struggled from the foul line when you think about a good shooter like him, but hopefully he can knock down a couple of free throws right here.
Well, we mentioned the Friars have hit just 2 of their last 11. They're also just 2 for 11 this entire half from 3. So there you go.
You take 25, only make 4. You do to stop making some, right? But if you take good ones, I mean, they've had some good looks. Take some wild ones too, but you got to keep executing on the offensive end.
Vox at the foul line. Free throw is good. He's at 82% on the season coming in. That's his first free throw of the game, averaging 14.5 points per game. They started the last 3 games for the Friars. And the second shot for Vox, he got them both. He's got 9 points, all of it here in the second half. He gives a little breathing room back to a 6-point lead.
This is a grinded out type game. We haven't seen this yet this year.
No, we haven't. Urich has it on the right side. There's a carry right there. And the official just didn't call it.
The whole arena saw it but him.
Stewart, Urich, right side for Mingo. Mingo, right side free throw line extended, drives, reverses, missed it, rebound tapped out. Mila scoots it up the floor to Sellers. Sellers tries to blow by. DeLeon missed it, and there's a rebound stuffed by Oswin.
Well, Corey Floyd went up for it, and Oswin went over Corey, and he grabbed it and dunked it in instead.
Oswin with 11. Friars back up by 8.
How about Sellers when he gets in that open floor? Boy, he's just going to the basket.
Deep 3, DeLeon got it back for Penn State.
Man, that guy is tough. We always run into one guy who's just like ridiculous, and here's DeLeon doing his impression of the one guy.
That's his 4th made 3 of the game for the Nittany Lions, and he now has 20 points. It's 64-59. Right side, Sellers. They feed the post, and there's a foul inside on Urich called for holding Oswin. And that's 6 team fouls. That's 3 personal on Ivan Urich. 5:32 to go, 1 more to go before the Friars get into the bonus.
Well, it's going to come down to free throws.
It is. It's going to come down to free throws. Friars are 10 of 13. Penn State is 13 of 16. Inbound baseline right. Corey Floyd in the corner. Catch and shoot. Vox, no. Too strong. Rebound. Mila tips it out to Sellers. Fakes the three from out there. Gives the ball back up to Corey. Floyd finds Sellers left wing. Left side now for Mila. He drives back out to Sellers for three up top. No, can't get it. Friars just can't buy it from outside right now. Long pass into the forecourt right. Rebound tip is there. Good by Juric.
Well, Friars not hustling back on defense. Juric beat Oswin down the floor. Good defense by Sellers to bother that shot, but got to get back. Don't allow a tip in.
3-point game. Penn State stays in that zone. There's a middle feed. Mila. Right wing Sellers for three. Can't get it. Rebound tip controlled by DeLeon.
Well, the zone has worked for Penn State.
Absolutely.
Friars just can't make a three-pointer. They're 4 for 27 from three.
Here's DeLeon with the basketball. Penn State can tie it with a three-pointer on this possession. Driving right, Mingo right to the rim. Blocked by Oswin. He took it away.
Again.
Friars up the floor with it. Big defensive stop there. Get something to the rim here, guys. Floyd outside. Dumps it left for Vox. Fakes the three. Goes left. Goes cross court. Sellers another three. No. Missed it badly. What are we doing here? Again, Mingo up the right sideline. Stops in front of his bench. Goodness gracious. 4 for 29. Guys, take the ball to the rim. Mirtich between the circles. On the left sideline, back out front for DeLeon. And a timeout called by Mike Rhodes in Penn State with 4:03 to play.
You know, the outside shot's not going. You know, you're supposed to continue to shoot it, but if you don't have confidence in making that shot, when Sellers is looking at that shot, it doesn't look like he really thinks he can make it, and that's not good. You know, the middle's wide open. You can get to the basket.
We'll take the timeout from Learfield. This is Providence Friar basketball. Friars, 4 for 29 from three. You've got Sellers, Vox, and Edwards that are combined 3 for 25.
Wow. You know, you live by the three, you die by the three, but, you know, the openings are there. I mean, they do. All three of those guys can get to the basket, too. I mean, they can pump fake and get by their man into that zone. If they're not going down, you got to find another way to score. And then you got to get to the basket.
Maybe a pump fake and a drive? I don't know, man. I mean, that seems to me to be logical, but what do I know?
So Vox had a good move. They had a corner, Jay, and he pump faked, and he got by this guy. He had a nice 15-footer, but that's like taboo now in college basketball. He made a nice one on the right-hand side, mid-range shot, but if you got the good look from 15, I'd like to see him take it.
Penn State with the ball, 13 to shoot. Need a 3 to tie. Mingo has it between the circles. Gets around the screen. Left side for DeLeon. He's going to penetrate to the baseline. Backs it out against Sellers. Down to 4. Down to 3. Down to 2. 12-footer up and in. They left the ball again.
God. Both guys left the ball. DeLeon, of all people, you don't leave him.
22 for DeLeon, and this is a one-point game with 3:38 to play. Friars with it. Vox between the circles. Off to the right side against Mila. Crosses over, down low, kicks the ball back out to Vox. Right side for Edwards. Back now for Vox between the circles. Comes left for Mila. Back to Stefan. Fakes right. Drives left. Kicks it out. Mila doesn't take the shot. Spins into the lane with 8 to shoot. Puts up the runner. Can't get it, but he gets fouled.
That's a good move by Mila. One more dribble. He had an easy layup there, but a good move. Gets himself to the foul line. So he's going to come down to free throws, John. We'll see what happens. The Friars can finish these off.
Tuncha picks up his 4th personal. That is now.
Good move by Mila. He's so crafty when he gets to the basket.
That's 7 for Penn State. So it'll be a 1-and-1 after this one. It's a 2-shot foul for Mila. He hits the first one.
I said to Mila, you know, you got to think about spaghetti when you're on the foul line. You got to be loose and bend your knees. Exaggerate bending your knees before you take the shot and keep those feet square. He's doing it all. Hopefully he can keep making the shots. But when he stays nice and loose and he doesn't lock his legs when he goes up there, all in one motion, he usually makes it.
He rattles the second one in. He's got 7 points in the ball game. Friars scored for the first time in the last over 2.5 minutes and have a 3-point lead. DeLeon between the circles. Comes off a high screen, splits 2 defenders, gets in the lane with a jump step. How is that not a travel? Tuncha for 3, left corner off the back iron, bounces twice, no good. Floyd with a rebound. Friars with it, 3-point lead. We're under 3 to play. Edwards spins in the lane, kicks it out right wing. Mila for 3, In and out. No good. Stephon Vox with the offensive rebound. Saves it out to Floyd.
Good job by Vox on the offensive glass. That's a big rebound. Took it away from 2 Penn State players.
Vox now has the dribble. Works to the left side toward his bench. Back out front for Floyd. Starts right. Steps back. Penetrates inside. Lays it up over Urich, and Urich fouls him.
Good job by Corey Floyd. They recognized he had the big guy Urich on him. Penn State went away from the zone that time, John, and Corey says, I could take this big guy to the basket. Gets to the basket, picks up the foul.
Now that's recognition. They went out of the zone. They get dribble penetration that way.
Exactly. That's good recognition by the senior, 50th senior Corey Floyd. You got to make free throws, though.
Floyd has not gone to the line in this ball game. 3 points in the first half. He's 79% on the season. And the shot is good. And Rooke comes back in for Cole Hargrove. So Kim English has managed the foul situation with the 2 big guys pretty well here in the second half. 2:36 left. Floyd has one more try coming at the line. Friars are 13 of 16, 14 of 17. He got them both.
Last 4 points have been free throws. Now you got to get a stop. Know where DeLeon is, please.
5-point lead. Reed comes right for DeLeon. He's got Floyd guarding him out on the perimeter. Drives to the right, stops, kicks it up high for Urich. Tunja drives the lane, scoops to the hoop, scores.
Wow, what a good move by Tunja. You got to take away that right hand, but he got down the middle easily.
He's got 11. Back to a 3-point, 1-possession game. Friars will take this ball probably under 2 minutes on the possession.
Well, still a 2-3 zone now by Penn State.
I think it's a smart move. There's plenty of time left. That ball gets kicked out of bounds by Tunja.
Well, you get 1 extra second now. 20. It was 19 on the shot clock. 20 seconds on the shot clock now.
And a timeout is going to be called here by Kim. Friars actually have now 3 timeouts. Calling this one here. They've got 2 remaining with 2:03 on the clock. Their first used timeout of the ballgame.
Well, this is obviously we say a lot of big possessions, but this is a big one right here. You know, the Friars have been able to answer every time that Penn State has scored. They got the last 2 possessions. They've gotten to the basket and picked up fouls. Mila made 2 and Corey Floyd made 2. And I think against his zone, you got to penetrate against his zone and you can finish in there and get yourself on the foul line. If not, I still think you can find, if Vox is in the ball game, find him for a 3-pointer. He's due to make one. But you want to make sure you get something going to the basket initially because there's not a great defensive presence back there for Penn State.
So after the 30-second timeout, the Friars have the extra second, as Joe mentioned, on the shot clock, so it's 20 to shoot. 68-65 is the Friar lead. They led 32-31 at the break. They had a 12-point lead here in the second half. Largest lead was 53-41 with 13:56 to go. Give Penn State credit for hanging around. The Friars have just gone cold from outside. Inbounds to Edwards against a 2-3. Floyd comes right back to Vox. Catch and shoot 3. Yes!
Yeah, I said that, set that up. You know, Vox is due to make a shot. Nice play there. Now find DeLeon.
That's his second made 3. What a big shot by Stephon. DeLeon penetrates right side at the elbow. Hands back off to Reed in front of his bench. He gets inside on Mila with a low dribble. Pulls it out left side. Stolen! Vox steps in front of the pass. Pulls out. Gonna fire a 3. Oh!
Yeah, Vox. 2 in a row. You knew he was due.
Holy smokes, what a shot. Reed gets off a deep 3 for Penn State. No good. Rebound loose on the floor. Picked up, and Oswin's got the ball.
Now take your time now. No need to rush.
74-65, 1:15 to go. What a big shot. 2 big shots in a row by Stephon Vox, the Voxinator.
How about Kim English calling that play out of the timeout for Vox to take the shot from 3?
Edwards has it mid-forward circle, and we got a whistle and a timeout again called by Kim English. 1:03 remaining, 13 to shoot. But Stephon Vox, holy smokes, man, were those 2 daggers.
He's tough, man. He has no conscience. I told you before, John. He has a memory of a mosquito. He doesn't. He missed the last shot. He doesn't even remember it. He had 3 good looks at 3s in the second half. Missed them all, but they weren't bad shots. Got to the basket a couple of times. Got himself to the foul line. Then he gets a little rhythm going, making that free throw. And then Kim English, I give him credit. They're up 3 at the time, and against that zone, you have a guy like Vox who can shoot it and get streaky against a 2-3 zone. He will wear it out. And they set up a screen for him at the top of the key there. Get him
so
to the wing.
Plant his feet.
It's right. I mean, he was wide open. He's had a lot of good looks, though, John, but he was wide open on that one. All he had to do was make it, and he did. You still have to make the shot, And how about that play there? He comes down on the fast break. He could have gone to the basket again, but he says, I just made one. And shooter's mentality is that you think, hey, I missed 3 in a row. I'm going to make the next 3 in a row. And he's hit 2 in a row right here and put this game in pretty good position for the Friars. But we've seen some crazy things in college basketball this year. There's still 1:03 to go. Friars are up 9, and they have the ball with 13 seconds on the shot clock.
Well, it's a 6-0 run, personal run for Stephon Vox over the last 55 seconds.
He's been terrific. I mean, he's made good decisions out there in the second half. And, shooters sometimes you don't make shots. I mean, you feel like, I can't believe I missed that shot, but he doesn't back off. He plays with no fear. He's you can tell he's played in big games in the past. He's played over in that Euro League. He's a freshman, but he's 20 years old, and he's played in that Euro League in big games. And it's just another game for him, and he gets that stroke going. He thinks now he can't miss, and that's what you want to have.
The Friars have gotten the challenge and everything they wanted, but so far from Penn State in this ball game, Friars defensively have answered the challenge. Now 13 left on the shot clock here.
They're going to set something up for
Mila
Vox
has
here,
the ball
sure.
inbounds, down to 8, down to 7, under a minute to play. Mila between the circles. Vox catch and shoot, deep 3, bounces, no. Rebound, Oswin, offensive glass, goes back up and scores!
Yeah, Oswin with a big offensive rebound there amongst 3 Penn State players.
Wow, back to an 11-point game. Mingo, left wing, Reed. Reed fakes the 3, stops at the left elbow, gives it back to Mingo, back to Reed. Reed fakes, drives, puts up the 3, no. Rebound tipped out, Friars tried to keep it alive, and it's saved. And then DeLeon runs into his teammate but saves the ball. Back into the forecourt. He's going to work left to the elbow. Jumper up, no good. Fox with a rebound. And Providence is going to win this.
How about DeLeon finally missed the shot?
And there's a foul in the backcourt on Tunja with 18.3 seconds left, and the Friars are just going to breathe a big sigh of relief.
Oh, man, it's a great crowd here, too, for Providence. I mean, this feels like the AMP. I mean, this place is packed out. The whole lower arena is mostly full here, but it's a nice win for the Friar team. I mean, this team has been grinding and grinding. Feel like they could have easily won the last 2 road games, but this one here, they finally put the touches on the end of the game.
Tunch is fouled out of the game. That's his 5th foul. With 18 seconds left, he leaves with 11 points. This is a 12-2 Friar run, Joe, after the under 4 timeout.
Good decision making, good shots. Played smart down the stretch. That's how you win close games.
Jason Edwards, front end of the 1-and-1 is good on the 8th team foul. So Edwards, 9.5, 14 for the game. He's hit 7 of 10 from the line. The Friars are 15 of 18 from the line of the ball game. Second shot, short, no good. Rebound Reed up the floor. They find DeLeon. He's going to go all the way to the rim if he can. He puts it up off balance, no good. Rebound Oswin. Saves it to Edwards. Edwards drives all the way through, clears it out in front of his bench, and that will do it.
Good win for the Friars. I mean, they're all there. They're really thrilled out there to win a ball game. They feel like they've been so close and haven't been able to pull one off, and they beat a pretty good Penn State team here. It took the last 3 or 4 minutes to close it out, but the Vox man knocked down some big hoops.
77-65. The Friars finally find a way to combine timely shots on offense, big free throws, and defense, Joe. Defense, I think, was vastly improved overall today.
It was. I mean, they got beat off that screen a couple of times, but the defense was good. And Osmond was tremendous. And I don't know how many block shots he had, but seemed like he had a bunch, but he changed so many shots as well. Inside, he did a great job. He had 3 fouls with 17 minutes to go in the second half. Didn't pick up another one. He was big on the defensive end. Mila was really good on the defensive end, and as well as our guy Vox and Sellers. I mean, Sellers had some big moves down the stretch, so they all contributed in this one. Took a couple of bad shots early, but they were able to finish at the end. That's what you like to see.
Friars improved to 4-2. That's Penn State's first loss of the season. They will fall to 5-1.